As you can see, I start out with 0 clicks, and when I click, I go up 1 click. And so this is basically just the ground of the system. Right now, all I have is the client and the server. And so that's it. So we'll start off by creating our instances, such as our events. So basically, these are remote events, and this is how we'll send info from the client to the server. So here we'll make an event for a click event, and this will be whenever we click our mouse, and it'll fire to the server to give us currency. So now in a brand new script, we'll call this the game handler. And we'll get the players, like I mentioned in a prior episode. And so here we'll use our function system, and we'll call this create Leaderstats player. And now whenever the player is added, so now what you might see is a lot of people just buying the create Leaderstats system right here, which what I can do is I can just call this function create player. And what I can do is I can just connect the create player function through here, and it'll still fire right here. So now in here I'll just do the create Leaderstats for the player system, and right here we'll create Leaderstats. So we'll just say instance.new folder. We'll put that inside the player. And here we'll take the Leaderstats name. Make sure to have it all in lowercase or else the game won't read it. And now we'll have our clicks value. So of course we'll use a number value inside the Leaderstats. We'll say clicks.name equals clicks. And clicks value will be 0 as a starting value, as we do not have data stores set up yet. So now on the client, we'll create a starter GUI, or we'll go into starter GUI and create a screen GUI, and we'll call this main GUI. This will be where it houses all of our frames and our client scripts. So of course we'll have scripts and frames. And now inside of this script, we'll call this client handler. And now we'll just get the user input service. And what this will do is it'll register our user inputs, such as whenever we click our mouse. So we'll create a table of the we'll create a table of the click inputs. And so for user input, let's get this right. So user input service.input began. We'll get the input and the GPE, which is a game process event. And what a game process event is if you're typing in chat, then it'll register as a game process event. But if you're not typing in chat, then it'll continue with this script. So now we'll just check the input, and we'll check if it's a user input type or a key code. So now we're going to put this in here, so user input type. And so we'll say for PC, we'll use the enum user input type mouse button 1, which this will be your mouse click. And then for console, we'll use a enum, or actually no, my bad. For mobile, we'll use enum.userinputType.touch. So now one thing that's in common is right here, the user input type will be used right here. And then on a new line, we'll use key code, and this will be for console. And we'll use enum.keycode.buttonR2, and this will be like the fire button. So now we'll check to see if we have an accepted input. So for now this will be false. And we'll just say, oh, if the input's not accepted, then we'll stop the function from running. And so from here, I'll loop through the click inputs. So I'll say for type info in click inputs do. And then we'll say for console v in info, because info is a table, and we're looping through it one more time to get the type. And we'll just say if input type does not equal v, then we'll just stop it from running the next system, and we'll just say accepted input equals true, and we'll break it. And then of course right here we'll just say that if the if not accepted input, then break. Meaning that, or no, we'll say if the input's accepted, we'll break, and this will stop the for loop from running anymore because we've already determined that our accepted input will be true now. So then we'll come back here and we'll create replicated storage. And then we'll get the click event that I created prior. So we'll get the events folder. And then we'll get the click event. And so from here we can just simply fire the click event to the server. So now I don't have anything binded yet, but what I can do is I can create a brand new function called click, function on click for the player. And I'll just say local Leaderstats equals player colon wait for child Leaderstats, and we'll get the clicks. And then we'll say clicks.value plus equals 1. So this will elevate our clicks by 1. And now we'll just say that, you can do the same thing I did for the client, which I can actually just copy and paste it over. Replicate storage, the click event, and right here we'll just say click event.onServe event, and we'll connect it to the onClick function. Let's see here, we've run into a problem. Oh, I see. Misspelled it. Yeah, guys, capitalization is correct. Or capitalization must be correct. So now if I hit play, then as you can see, we start out with 0 clicks. And when we click, nothing happens. Now let's diagnose this. So I see Leaderstats. Ah, I misspelled a variable. I said players wait for child, not player wait for child. So now if I click play, as you can see, I start out with 0 clicks, and when I click, I go up 1 click. And so this is basically just the ground of the system. Right now, all I have is the client and the server. And so that's it.